Nigga!
Been a while. Is that new wallpaper? Where's those son? Who issued your package? He did. All right, take it easy. We'll find the professor ourselves.
Keep that piece down.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
To all field employees, I am always ready to collect mutant parts, even after hours.
Ask my senior officer.
Freeze! This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Have you heard about what went down at the Dugas? I was there.
Yeah, sure. So you're telling me the Monolithians wiped out all the soldiers at the Dugas? And you somehow got away without a scratch? Bullshit.
I got lucky. That blind preacher there's almost got me.
Faust? I hear he's calling the shots for the whole monolith now. You must have a lucky charm if you ran into him and made it out alive. All right, you're in. After the Dugas, our scientists' jobs will be a walk in the park for you.
All staff, please note that STC
Another field trip?
will not provide funding for
Look, at least let me...
experiments of clearly defined
Wait,
objectives.
you're not one of them scientists. Whew. Listen, buddy, if you need to go places, I can help you out. But we gotta stop and take a break along the way, alright? These eggheads have been up my ass all around the clock. Take me here, set my equipment up there. Man, I should have stuck to the swamps. You wouldn't believe some of the places they wanted to send me. To the generators. The very shithole of Pripyat. I know, right? That smartass got real mad when I refused to take him there. I should have dropped him off at the nearest old power plant and let him generate whatever he wanted there. Good luck out there.
Hello.
All right, I get the mutants. They don't know what they're doing. But human beings? Why are they killing each other? The zone has enough for everyone. See you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of STC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require Stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments. They were actually thinking of making me the head of Circa, you know? Luckily, it didn't work out. I'd rather go back to the mainland than deal with that bunch of show-offs and hypocrites.
Tell me about Malachite.
STC Malachite is the only place where we study the zone as it is. Here, no theory is labeled eccentric, and no field experiment is considered unnecessary. Even the smallest detail may hold the key to comprehending the fundamental patterns of the zone. Admittedly, those snobs at Circa mock our research, call it pseudoscience. But why listen to shallow pricks whose narrow-mindedness obstruct their own quest for truth?
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
See consciousness. That rings a bell.
It was a faction of idealistic scientists from Project X. They aspired to cleanse the noosphere of the dark manifestations of human nature, to make the world perfect. However noble their intentions may have been, their execution was rather poor. In June 2006, a decade after the discovery of the noosphere, they tried to establish an unauthorized connection to it. The experiment spiraled out of control, leading to the emergence of the zone. It now serves as a warning about the perils of impulsive scientific endeavors.
Where can I meet the sea consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Sea consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by Strelok managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down sea consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The Circa archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozerski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Nah, don't bother. Just get Ozerski for us, all right?
Tell him we've got an appointment.
Hello.
Heard there was some trouble at Circa. Looks like the Zone has forced those eggheads out of their ivory tower.
See you around.
So, what are we gonna do when we play the music?
We'll find out if we live long enough.
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good. If I were in charge, we'd be respected like Circa. There's so much potential here, and it's being wasted. It's disorganized. Can you believe it? They just funded a study to determine whether pseudodogs have a fifth limb. This is a circus, not a scientific facility.
Do researchers happen to have any use for mutant parts?
We sure do. The labs are booked up for at least another week, and there's constant need for more material. You can submit what you have or take a special order with an extra reward.
What special orders do you have?
Here's what's crucial for our current research. I hope I can rely on your assistance. Nasal glands of a blind dog. Do not damage them when extracting.
In the case of an unsuccessful experiment, I strongly advise seeking immediate medical attention. Our doctor services are...
I don't have everything yet. I'll come back.
I would appreciate it if you'd hurry.
What special orders do you have?
Here's what's crucial for our current research. I hope I can rely on your assistance.
Back to our conversation.
Burr fingers. Be careful with the fingertips. I won't be able to accept damaged ones.
I don't have everything yet. I'll come back.
I would appreciate it if you'd hurry.
What special orders do you have?
Here's what's crucial for our current research. I hope I can rely on your assistance. Controller brain fragments. A dangerous mission, so think twice.
I don't have everything yet. I'll come back.
I would appreciate it if you'd hurry.
Please be aware that alcohol consumption does not...
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozerski assigned me to this post. STC Malachite is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with, helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people. Even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take Psi radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The Yantar area. We had an urgent need to measure the Psi radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor Osersky, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the Psi radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone, but he was always a bit stubborn.
Turning into a zombie is the worst. I'd rather die fast.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all. Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
Suit at the entrance, please contact security.
Here's what we've got.
I've been looking for a gold-time ice steam bath, and I'm still afraid of the emissions. Turning into a zombie is the worst. I'd rather die fast.
I heard that one back in boot camp.
been in the zone for a long time now. I'm still afraid of the emissions.
Guess we'll find out. If we live long enough.
Have a nice day.
All staff, please note that STC Malachite does not provide funding for experiments without clearly defined objectives.
I've been in the zone for a long time now. I'm still afraid of the emissions.
Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you? Here's what we've got. Have a nice day.
This is the first break I've taken today.
When arranging field experiments, please remember that assignments with the guide are scheduled on a first-come, first-served basis.
Darn bureaucracy. What kind of paper do you want now?
No, you are fools. Show me evidence that this experiment makes any sense, and I'll provide the equipment.
But Professor Ozerski said it's a promising experiment.
Professor Ozerski doesn't handle equipment allocation. I do. Paper, Ciprienko. I need ground.
I'm sick of standing watch. Wish I could get some sleep.
Whoever left their protective suit at the entrance, please contact security.
I've got a hankering for baked apples all of a sudden.
Remember that not all research requires hands-on specimen collection. Our guide and allied marines are ready to bring anything you might need.
I'm sick of standing watch. Wish I could get some sleep. Please be aware that alcohol consumption does not enhance cognitive functions. Visiting the bar during work hours is strongly discouraged.
This is the first break I've taken today.
I need to hang on. This tour's gonna be over soon.
Turning into a zombie is the worst. I'd rather die fast.
Please remember that all equipment must be returned upon the conclusion of an experiment.
Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you? Here's what we've got. Have a nice day.
I'm sick and standing war. Wish I could get some sleep.
In the case of an unsuccessful experiment, I strongly advise seeking immediate medical attention. Our doctor services are available at any time.
I need to hang on. This tour's gonna be over soon.
Can't concentrate. They won't leave me alone.
The Institute didn't prepare me for this. And all those emissions.
If you want a drink, don't be shy. Pick your poison. I've got something for everyone. Whether you're a soldier or a scientist. Sure helps that their tastes are identical. Truth be told, the only thing you can get here is vodka. I've heard they have quite the selection over at Circa. Well, that's okay. I'll hang around here a bit longer and learn a thing or two. And then who knows? Ozersky promised that I'd become a lab technician. That I'd advance science. And now it seems like I'm about to advance myself. To an early grave. It's all good. I've sampled everything myself. I'll see you again.
Yes. What? Right. Move along.
What's Spark doing here anyway?
Getting us research materials under Professor Ozersky's direct orders. But that's need to know.
You guys just can't resist adding a touch of mystery, huh? I'm listening. I wanted to surf at the Dugas so badly. The view out there is incredible. Here there is nothing worth seeing besides Pythagoras' minibar. Have a good one.
Your eyes react to the light. Freeze, don't move. Cognitive function seems intact. Preliminary conclusion, you'll live. Providing, of course, that you stay out of Pripyat and the scorcher remains off. This place has plenty of ways to end you, which is actually helpful for my research. No offense. It's a shame they shut down the scorcher. While I'm glad it's no longer a threat, the changes it induced in the brain were truly unique. I wonder if we could turn it back on for a few minutes.
Our doctor services are available at any time.
Physically, you're in perfect condition. As for your mental health, that's not for me to assess.
Do you have any work for me?
Take your pick. You wouldn't believe how tough it is to get anything around here. I've waited a whole 6 months for a package from the mainland. Your task is to move it from a secure location to Malachite, as swiftly as you can. I'd be extremely grateful for your assistance.
All right. I'll do it.
I'm so glad to hear that.
I could sure get through my steamboat.
Please be aware that alcohol consumption does not enhance cognitive functions. Visiting the bar during work hours is strongly discouraged.
I can't concentrate. They won't leave me alone. No time to myself.
What's Spark doing here anyway?
Getting us research materials under Professor Ozerski's direct orders. But that's need to know.
You guys just can't resist adding a touch of mystery, huh?
Please remember that all equipment must be returned upon the conclusion of an experiment.
Your eyes react to the light. Freeze, don't move. Cognitive function seems intact. Preliminary conclusion, you'll live. Providing, of course, that you stay out of Pripyat and the scorcher remains off. This place has plenty of ways to end you, which is actually helpful for my research. No offense.
Do you have any work for me?
Take your pick. You wouldn't believe how tough it is to get anything around here. I've waited a whole 6 months for a package from the mainland. Your task is to move it from a secure location to Malachite, as swiftly as you can. I'd be extremely grateful for your assistance.
All right. I'll do it.
I'm so glad to hear that.
no coupons, zero loot, and an empty stomach.
There's a real breakthrough here. We've gone from incoherent noises, grainy visuals, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which C effects can produce distinct induced illusions. They're still lacking specific details and features for now, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious.
Raspy, we're on our way. Give me a sit rep. Raspy, come in!